Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's been raining here, so I'm not dealing with the 108 heat index. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday morning. We have two shows today. Two shows. So make sure you hit the bell, set your reminder, because something weird is going on with YouTube and their algorithm. I'm not even going to pretend to understand it. Gonna start at the bottom today to see who's in here. I go to the top and then I'm like, I've already told those people hi. So it's like I'm stalking them. Good morning, Aggie. Kamari, good morning. Extra AF. Prissy, good morning. Beth, good morning. What did Beth say? Crime Lines and Lies, the most punctual YouTuber. Yeah, I mean, I sit here on the edge of my seat just waiting for it to count down to exactly 9 o'clock. It throws off my whole day if I don't talk to you guys at 9 o'clock every morning. Good morning, Bob. Also, Bob had a birthday. I saw that on his community tab. Connie, Juicy Tequila Bobo, Just Me. Good morning, Magoo. Lisa. Had some kind of a crazy troll in here yesterday. I shut the show down about 20 till 5 p.m. my time because I had to make some phone calls before people shut down from that stupid car wreck that's just irritating the hell out of me. I had someone in here that was not acting proper, not doing things the way we do it. Fruit Loop, good morning. Just Me said, JTB in the house. She knows not to go away. She knows we'll find her. Seashore Girl, good morning. What a pretty avatar. Katie Bird, Uli, Jules. So I hope if I missed anybody, I apologize. DT Driver, good morning. Hey, Lisa. Red Road Homestead. How cool is that? Bailey and Laylee. Like right on top. There's Laylee, then Bailey. It rhymes. Erica said, what's up? Nana B, good morning. If I missed you, I apologize. Where's Summer? 800 TBI find. So, like I said, hope everybody had a good Monday to kick off your week. I was hoping Melanie would come in because it was her birthday yesterday to give her birthday spankings. Patricia, Yennefer. So let's see what our friend Jules is doing. We got her backstage. She kind of caused a commotion on the show yesterday. Let's see if she made it through the night. Hello, Jules.
I'm alive.
That was nuts. I was like, we never get crackpots like that. How the hell did that happen?
I don't know, but I must have struck a nerve.
Well, something about cats. I mean, I guess there was a message for me in there. I don't know. Just out of the blue. Now, we've had people come in and just say they hate me, and that's okay. I kind of enjoy that in a way. Just Me said, we welcome all opinions, but please don't threaten people. Yeah, that's kind of a no-no. We don't need to threaten people. That's kind of a no-no, don't you think? Uh-oh, Muscles snuck in. Muscles, don't get in trouble at work. You there, Jules?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here.
Yeah, that's just something around this neck of the woods we have never really had to deal with, but first time for everything. It didn't really take long to deal with it, though, did it? Just bye, you weirdo.
That's right.
Crazy.
Goodbye.
So how'd your night go last night? I know you said you watched the Doomsday Show.
I did. I watched that and I relaxed with my husband and let all the stuff from yesterday roll off my back. Hey, everybody in chat.
Yeah, you can't let one freak with a phone ruin your day.
That's right.
You just can't.
Keyboard queen, king, whoever.
Whatever you are. Lauren said, it's not fun to be treated like crap because of your difference in opinion, but sadly, people are immature. Exactly, which is another reason, reason number 559, that I love this chat and community, because it doesn't matter. Let's say that you believe Summer just wandered off. No one's going to be like, You fucking idiot. You're so stupid. Did you even graduate high school? We don't do that around here. All right, could be. They haven't solved it yet. We don't play like that.
That's right.
We don't play like that. So, what has been kind of weighing heavy on my heart overnight is I absolutely cannot believe that Olivia Newton-John passed away.
So sad.
Oh, yeah.
Such a beautiful woman.
Well, I mean,
An
Australian
actress,
funny,
singer.
Extremely talented. I mean, Australia's sweetheart, England, Germany. I think her grandfather was a Nobel Prize winning. I don't know if he was a physicist or what. From Germany. I mean, America's sweetheart. Basically, just the whole world.
Yeah, I was very heartbroken when I found out.
Well, because I mean, as a child, I can't tell you how many times I saw Grease, and other movies because, you're, born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. Basically, the only rating that we had was PG, needs parental guidance, which, our parents just thought they had to be in the room, or G rated. So, I mean, people would clutch their pearls right now, the stuff that we watched growing up, because it's just not PC now. So probably have seen Grease a million times, along with all of her songs. And that was just, even though, I mean, we knew that she had cancer for the third time. I was watching an interview with her last night because she had beat it twice before. It came back the third time. And they said, now it's stage 4 and in your bones.
It doesn't take long when it's in your bones. My aunt had cancer in her bones, and she went downhill very fast.
Well, she fought it for 5 years, though. She got that diagnosis in 2017, and this is 2022.
Well, that's pretty good then.
I really think it's just her motivation, will to live. It's her heart. It's her outlook on life. I'm sure she had better doctors than I would have access to also. But every interview she gave, she still had that sunny disposition. And I'm like, and you're going through hell.
Lisa said, "You're the one that I want."
Yep.
You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. And, John Travolta put out a very heartbreaking condolence to her last night. So we're going to do a quick tribute to Olivia Newton-John real quick, and then we will get on with the show. Hang on. If I echo, tell me, okay, Jules?
Okay.
It was a role adored by generation after generation. Sandy, the innocent girl next door. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. You better shape up. Transformed into vamped up sex symbol. A performance in Greece alongside John Travolta guaranteed Olivia Newton-John enduring global fame and reflected her metamorphosis in real life, from sweet voice singer to showbiz hot property. She was born in England, moved to Australia aged 5, but her career took off in the US with a string of hit records, then fame on the big screen. Films like Xanadu and best-selling albums traded on her winning combination of wholesome charm and alluring sex appeal. Then in 1992, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, the start of a 3-decade battle with the disease that went into remission and returned a number of times. In his tribute, her co-star in Grease, John Travolta, said, "My dearest Olivia, you made all of our lives so much better. Your impact was incredible. I love you so much. We will see you down the road, and we will all be together again. In a poignant statement, her husband, John Easterling, said Olivia has been a symbol of triumphs and hope for over 30 years, sharing her journey with breast cancer. She was, said those who met her, down to earth, human, and untiringly cheerful despite her ill health. She championed charities fighting cancer and used her fame to promote their work. But she'll be remembered most as the star of a film still watched by millions, almost half a century after it was made. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News, Washington.
Oh, so sad.
Yes.
That was hard to watch. I'm actually going to do a separate show later in the week that's going to be a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, so hopefully everybody can be here for that. I know, this is a tough one. Oh, man.
It was hard for me not to sing.
I know. But I mean, yeah, think about it. I mean, half a century, everybody's been watching Grease, Broadway shows, high schools do it. I mean, it's a huge deal. I think the Today Show a few years ago, they do their costumes on Halloween and everybody dressed up as someone from Grease.
I watched it just last week, actually.
And it's probably the most downloaded movie right now.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It is. I bet. All right. Oh, hang on. Would help if I had my dadgum notes. I grabbed my grocery list. Hang on, guys. I've got it together. This is going to be a hell of a week. Just buckle up. All right. So like I said, we will do a separate show for Olivia Newton-John, probably Friday, because I got a lot of stuff to get together for that. And honestly, I was just a little too emotional about it last night. Yep, I am that fan. And for those of you in here sharing, you've recently lost somebody that died of cancer, my heart goes out to you, because let me tell you, that is one of the worst things that you're ever going to see. I lost my mother when I was 25 to cancer, and it is fuck cancer.
That's right. I lost my dad in 2014 from it.
Yeah, it is a cruel, it's awful.
I actually was putting on my bathing suit one day and bent over to pull the bottoms up, and felt something shift in my stomach and had to be rushed to the emergency room. And it was during the middle of COVID. And they came out and told me, they did a bunch of tests and came out and told me that I had a tumor. And they ended up doing a full hysterectomy and taking an 8-pound tumor out of me.
Good God. Well, I'm glad you're here, because
Me too.
I don't like any diseases, but I mean it when I say it with the most disdain. I can cough up fuck cancer.
Yes. I hate it. It's terrible. I don't see how we can have all these cures for everything in the world, but not cancer.
Because all the shit that's in our food that feeds it. I can do a whole show on that. I'm crazy about that stuff. You guys are going to think I'm a nut and a half if I go off on that. So I'm going to switch gears before I get myself too wound up and everybody will be clicking out going, oh, she's crazy. So the name of the show today is about what the TBI has been working on in Hawkins County with what little bit of help they can offer, because that's not that many of them. So with Summer, they said they've ruled out abduction. Sorry, Dawn, they've ruled out abduction. You can quit with that theory. They've ruled it out. So they still are, she wandered off or foul play. Our friend Court K and Where's Summer 800 TBI find. Both reached out to the TBI. This is the tweet that Leslie tweeted back to Court K. Here you go. She said, absolutely, foul play has not been ruled out. Guys, we're almost 14 months in. Foul play has not been ruled out. As a result, the investigations into the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance remains active and ongoing. Now, you guys know that I read between every damn line and between every letter. The investigation into the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance. Something led up to June 15th. This isn't verbiage they use in every case. I know because I watched other TBI press conferences. I read other articles. They use this verbiage with Joe Clyde Daniels, though. Leading up to, something led up to June 15th. They have not ruled out foul play. As we know, that's obvious. The writing's been on the wall. So we're going to talk about that. They have all the data back from the cell phones, according to Pruitt, the lead detective in Hawkins. They have all of that. I mean, were these idiots talking in code? I know people say, oh, they had burner phones. But you look at the Lori Vallow case, the FBI found that out really quick and dug all that shit up. I think between Alex, Lori, and Chad, between the three of them, they had like 20 burner phones they were going through.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's hard to narrow it down because it's all foul.
What'd you say, Brooks? I missed it.
Oh, I said it's hard to narrow it down because it's all foul.
Yeah. Stinks to high heaven.
Yeah. So if they have all their social media back, their text messages, phone records of who they called, when they called, and social media also is, the FaceTiming, the talking through Snapchat. If they have all of that and they're still trying to rule out foul play, I'm going to lean towards foul play because at this point she'd have to be above the ground if she just wandered off. And I don't care who you are. Nobody doesn't look for their missing child. No one.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Except for Candace and Don.
And Grandis.
Yes. Nobody looked.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying nobody put forth any effort at all for this poor child.
They put more effort in trying to convince us of an abduction than anything. And that pisses me off to no end. Candace is standing there with her googly eyes looking at McDonough. And I picked up the blankets and how are you going to look under that? She only looked in that one room, according to her. She never ran off in the woods trying to find her. She never ran to the bottom of the driveway thinking that she was down there, as Summer has been before, according to Jose. She didn't run to the shed. She didn't check in the fridge. And I say the fridge, the rusted out fridge that had bullet holes in it to see if she was hiding in it. She only looked in the basement. She never looked anywhere around the property, never ran to her mom's camper. Is Summer in here with you? Never went back upstairs. Maybe I just missed her. Only looked in the basement. I am so tired, and we can all agree to disagree, but this one wears me out when I have to hear what they're not like other people. But they're not like other people.
No, they aren't like other people. They are very different than you and I.
And I get that. And I get that. I totally do. But out of those three adults, Candace, Grandis, and Dawn, nobody had the wherewithal to put on their hiking boots and wander around their own property looking for her? No one?
Nope, but they could send for children to look.
Candace is afraid of bears and snakes and stuff. Well, okay, I know you're not like us, Candace, but you're still a mother. You've got some shred of something inside of you that would have, if your daughter clearly wandered off and you had nothing to do with it, Candace, that you would have been in a panic looking for her. I know why. You know how I know why?
Tell us.
Because she's done it before. Candace had looked for her daughter before when she wandered off. She had the boys looking for her. Jose helped look for her. There's no reason for Jose to lie about this. He said it just very kind of off the cuff. Oh, sure, she would wander off. She'd done it before. This wasn't like something he had to compulate and compute. Of course, she's wandered off before. It took us almost an hour to find her one time. I'm a little sketched out by that because an hour is a long time. Sorry, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been calling at about the 20-minute mark, considering the wildlife. Honestly, I would have, but whatever. She looked around for an hour for her before. And also, Jose, not everybody is down to the minute. Like it's 9:22 a.m. here right now. If I had to recollect this time, I'd be like around 9:30. I'd been on the show about 30 minutes. So I can see kind of rounding up. Yeah, it was an hour. Okay. But anyway, she's looked for her before. She did not look past the room in the basement. Please, someone help me with this. I know they're not like everyone else. I know they're not. But if you can't find something, even the most basic person is going to look for it. Why would she not look for her daughter?
Exactly.
I don't mean right now. I don't mean her hiking around right now looking for her. I mean at that moment when she couldn't find Summer, abducted, wandered off, one of the two, whatever, why would you not start? She said she yelled for her. Okay, good enough. So when she didn't yell back, make some kind of noise, why wasn't she looking for her? She never did. Why didn't she go wake up the camper queen and say, is Summer in here with you? I can't find her. Why didn't she grab the boys instantly and say, we got to go find Summer. She's wandered off somewhere. She goes, I just knew someone took her.
She was just gone.
She was just gone. Then Dawn comes home. Dawn doesn't go look around for her. Dawn goes to the shed and said, when I saw my boys, I knew she was just gone.
Yep.
What about Bum Knee Grandis? She comes out of the camper. Candace is yelling for Summer, supposedly, because don't ever think Grandis does not know what's up. Doesn't go look for her. She's got to be around here somewhere. I don't want to use the word normal, but basically anyone would think she's got to be around here somewhere. Hell, we live in the middle of nowhere. She's got to be around here somewhere. Nobody was here. I didn't see anybody around. I didn't hear a car. I haven't seen anything. Of course, Grandis wouldn't because she was, Sleeping Beauty was getting her rest. You don't even go look. Like I said, I don't mean now. I'm not one of those people that's like, they need to be looking for their daughter. They needed to be looking for their daughter the afternoon of June 15th. They didn't. She lifted a few blankets in the dungeon. She looked under a mattress that was laying directly on the cement floor. Makes no sense to me. Looked outside the door and said, sometimes she sits here and plays. That was the extent of the search for the mother of missing Summer Wells. That was the extent of her search. I lost you for a minute, Jules. What's up, girlfriend? She'll reconnect. So I'm going to put the tweet up again. And I know I'm stating a lot of obvious things right now, but that is the most obvious that we don't talk about enough. When you lose something, you look for it. I don't believe there was ever any, I lifted up blankets, I did this, I did that. She already knew. Your camera's on, Jules. I can't hear you, Jules. You're backstage. She didn't go look in the shed, look in her mom's camper, ask the boys where she's at. Well, she walked in and they said she's downstairs. That was the extent of her search. Them not being like everybody else and not being, let's say, prime time ready when they speak publicly, whether it's on YouTube or Dr. Phil, I get that. They're not public speakers enough. You would look around for your child. Even if you don't go hiking in the woods, you would instantly find someone to help you if you didn't know where she was. There was no sense of urgency with Candace because she knew where Summer was. Let's see if Jules can reconnect. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Now we have Robot Jules.
Oh, no.
All right. So I'm going to go to an old clip, as you know how I do. Then we're going to talk more about foul play. 14 months in, they've ruled out abduction, which I have a feeling that was off the table really soon. But they cannot, that's what Leslie's tweet says. That's the most recent thing we have, which I think I'll have to ask Court. I'll text her in a minute. That was from like a week and a half ago. We haven't ruled out foul play. How can you not, with all the digital evidence, rule out foul play? Because that's where this has been going the whole time. Then you go to what Leslie said on the 17th, the 16th. No, was it 16th or 17th of June? I'd have to look again. It was either the 16th or 17th of June, 2021. And she said this case is outside of the norm. They don't know what happened to her. I've always wondered in that short amount of time, what the hell they were hit with for her to say, this is outside our wheelhouse, dude. This is something different. Wandered off is not something different, guys. Wandered off is not something different.
Taken off might be.
Candace slipped one day, unless she is just this smart to fool us, and said the TBI said to her, we know you left 2 more times that day. Okay. If your child wandered off, you wouldn't need to drive to find her. Let's think about that. Why would you jump in your mom's truck or whatever it was and take off driving down the road at 20 miles, 10 miles? Even if you're at a creeper's pace, you're going much faster than Summer. But the way she described it, and I took off, zoom down the road. Why would you be going so fast down the road? If you literally just saw her, she couldn't have got that far away from you, Candace, that you would need an automobile to track her down. No wandering off.
Seems like she could have yelled loud enough and her voice would have carried on top of that hill to where you could hear it all over the place.
Yeah, she said she yelled for her. And she looked under a mangy blanket and a stained up mattress that was on the floor. She looked outside the door. Summer wasn't sitting there by herself playing, as she described. And then she was just like, oh, she's been abducted. Then she jumped in the truck and took off down the road to find her. Again, you don't need an automobile to find a 5-year-old that wandered away from the house into the woods.
No, you don't. I would have been running through those woods looking for my child.
And here's a secret. So would Candace if Summer had wandered off. Again, you know why I know? Because Summers wandered off before. And Candace went to find her, but she didn't on June 15th.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
She hasn't done anything for Summer. She doesn't even want you to speak her name.
Hang on, what did Lisa? I got to catch up on comments. Lisa said, even though she was driving around, somehow the mixed message that she went for a run got to the police. Yeah, that was the first thing that Candace said happened. That was what was relayed to the 911 dispatcher. I don't know if they were on the phone with Dawn or if they talked directly to Candace, because I have not heard Candace and Dawn on the 911 call. I would love to. I would love,
this is what I would love. I would love to see Candace run down the road. Go for a run, a jog. I just don't see that happening.
Well, she said it was a 10-minute walk or a run. So a lot of people said, like I always say, I'm going to run to town. I'm not literally running to town. I'm too lazy. Okay. I'm honestly getting in my vehicle and going to town to get whatever I need to get back home. But 10 minutes, there is nothing within 10 minutes of them.
Right.
She can't get anywhere from where they live there and back in 10 minutes. No. So we take it literally that she took a walk. Okay, but still, in 10 minutes, if you're walking around, you're going to notice something strange, some sort of strange disturbance on your property, like an abductor. So we can forget that. But again, the most basic person, if they can't find something, they exhaust all their efforts until they do find them. She wasn't lost. She's not lost. Candace knows where she's at.
Yep. That's my belief. Candace knows exactly where she is.
Yep. All right. So this is the update Leslie gave us back in December. This got a lot of people upset. We're going to listen to it and we're going to talk about it. If I have an echo, tell me, okay, Jules?
Okay.
I'm Leslie Earhart with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. 6 months ago, 5-year-old Summer Wells was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road in Hawkins County. The case remains unsolved and weighs heavily on those working to find answers. Today, the investigation remains active and ongoing as TBI agents work alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI to determine what happened to Summer. Investigators have executed numerous search warrants, collecting all potential evidence. We've spoken with anyone and everyone associated with the Wells family, in some cases more than once. This includes neighbors, acquaintances, and those working in the area the day she disappeared. We've used a plane, helicopters, divers, canines, and every resource available to us during search efforts. Despite the countless hours of tireless work, the circumstances surrounding her disappearance remain unclear. At this time, there is no evidence that she was abducted. However, all avenues continue to be explored, including foul play and the very real possibility that she wandered off and became lost in the mountainous and rough terrain surrounding her home. We are asking anyone who saw Summer at any time on Tuesday, June 15th to come forward if they haven't done so already. We appreciate the public's ongoing interest in this case and urge anyone with credible information to call 1-800-TBI.
All right, so I left that up there because 800 TBI find Summer, height 3 foot, weight 40 pounds, hair blonde, eyes blue, last seen wearing gray pants, pink shirt, and possibly no shoes. Okay, the barefoot, that she was barefooted. That's one thing Candace has never gotten away from. Okay, she has no shoes on. Again, I've said, how far can you get? Yeah, our feet get tough in the summertime. I'm the worst about not wearing shoes. So no shoes on in the mountainous terrain. How far are you going to get? We wouldn't know because Candace never made any effort to go find her, except looking around the basement, yelling for her. That was pretty much it, and looking outside the door. That's the first search, guys. That's the initial search. That's it. We cannot get a clear description of what Summer had on. If we've looked at the many, many pictures of Summer, because Candace had like 12 Facebooks at one time, it seems like she always had some sort of design or print on her shirts. You know, Paw Patrol, you know, there was like a pink one. It looked like it had some like diagonal like hearts or something. But that day, she just has on gray pants and a pink plain shirt. Candace was arguing with people on news articles the day after and said she had on purple shorts and a gray t-shirt. Can you help me here, Jules? Because it can't be both.
No, it can't. And I don't trust anything that comes out of Candace's mouth anyway. I mean, it can't be both ways.
No. What was your daughter wearing? When you took her in the house, Candace, to play with her brothers, what did she have on? When did she take her shoes off? You went to town, Candace. You say that she was barefoot. I think, which she couldn't have wandered that far with bare feet. Sorry, the terrain is too tough. It's
That's
way
right.
too tough.
It
When
is.
did she take her shoes off? Why does Candace never say that? We got home and she kicked her shoes off. That's the first thing she does. She never mentions that. She didn't go to town barefoot. Did she, when she put her back in the truck after swimming, did she just not put her shoes back on her? I don't know. It doesn't sound like that's what happened. That hill is very steep. We saw Dawn and a news anchor going down it on WVLT. Grown man, grown woman grabbing onto branches, kind of their ankles are kind of going, you know, here and there. Obviously, children are a lot more limber. Summer is only 40 pounds. Still, that being said, she's barefoot.
Yeah, and I live in a very mountainous area, and I go barefoot a lot, but I do not go barefoot in this.
Nobody
Simply
would.
because of snakes, and I mean, I just don't believe that the child would run off into the woods with no shoes on.
No, exactly. She's not going to get too far. For one, there's gravel in their driveway. That's going to hurt. You go out into the woods, you're not going to make it too far. There's sticks, stickers, some of those bushes. I say, yeah, shrubs. I shouldn't say shrubs. What's the word I'm thinking of? They're thorny.
Thorn bushes. I don't know the name of them, but they have thorns on them.
There's bugs. Yeah, so you're not going to make it too far. Burrs, yeah, like Alicia said, burrs, you're not going to make it too far, especially miles away, barefoot. And again, Candace didn't look beyond the basement. She yelled for her. Thank you, Candace. She gave it the good old college try. Didn't look beyond the basement. She looked beside the door and Summer wasn't playing by herself. Didn't think to ask her mom, hey, is she in here with you? She threw her arms up when she was talking to McDonough and said she was just gone.
Candace did something. I don't know. Candace did something. In my opinion.